So, majority of the things we've been doing so far have been freestyle only. But today, what we are doing is far too different and expansive compared to everything you've ever seen us do before. Now, today, I'm going to share with you some of my deepest fears I have so far. And growing up from a rural community in the eastern region of Ghana, Guam, I have always known one thing, and that's majority, and been the environment. I have really built a deep connection to the environment where the landscape was mountainous and we've got a lot of vegetation, like forests and trees and bushes and rocks, and we arguably have the highest concentration of tourist sites per, is it a square kilometer, whatever, in Ghana. And yeah, we do have a lot of tourist sites. You can mention a lot of them, like some crazy waterfalls and some caves and some rocks and a lot of stuff there. And growing up to seeing most of these things, some of which I never have been there, particularly some of the prominent caves, but I've been to caves before, like really dangerous caves. To me and to my family and siblings, they were not really scary things for us because they just have been places where we would keep our things when we go to farm, and we would climb the mountains to clear the farm and keep our farm stuff in the caves. It was just a resting place for us, a place where we keep things in general. So they were not really anything so special. It's sort of like, okay, we've got more than 5 meters tall rock. Okay, that rock is 10 meters and it's got a lot of trees, gigantic trees on it. Okay, that's no news. And that happened to be the problem because there is something to them, okay? And because you are the one with it, you don't see anything special with them, but there's something really special about them. So it didn't matter to me, it didn't matter to any of my siblings or my friends who would sometimes join us to farm. But after I left there and people went on excursions to see caves, and I visit those caves and like, okay, so that's a cave. Yeah, this is a cave. No, I have seen a proper cave in my hometown, and we didn't call it a cave. It's just a place where it just doesn't have any unique thing to it. Okay, and the kind of environment where I grew up in was the place was very cool. It's arguably the coolest part of the region of the country, and most during the rainy season in particular, you've got these. It feels that the sky and the mountains are together because you can see this transpiration, the evaporation of the water from the trees into the clouds, and it feels like both of them are together. And around this same rainy season, you've got the spring water. Okay, the ground, you can see water coming out of the ground almost in all directions, and the place looks very wet. Not that there is rain, but it's just water coming out of the ground, and it's really so cool. I remember those times where when it's sports time during school days and you have some friendly matches, football matches, and you've got to play on the park, and the park is flat, and you've got this spring water coming out of the park, and everywhere is wet, and you can see the water stagnant in many places. Okay, and you'll be running with the ball. You kick a really long shot, and boom, it goes like. The ball just doesn't go, irrespective of the fact that you really give it your best shot. That the ball should really move. It's just like that. And you know, when you're in trouble, that is when you have the ball and someone can see you from afar and they slide and they're coming with the energy of the water, their own slide, their own weight, and they're being carried by the slipperiness of the park, and they're coming and you still have the ball and you're struggling to move fast. Then they slide you together with the ball, then you hit, you splash in the water, poof, and that wasn't so cool. Okay, so living in such environments where you feel, for me, I feel deeply connected to nature, and I wouldn't even buy fruits because behind the house, our house, other people's house are fruits, lots of them, mangoes here, bananas here, oranges here, pears here, this here, pineapple. Fruits are just, I mean, why'd you buy fruit? We just, all you need is to make a decision to, today I'll eat this fruit. And you just go out there and get it. Today I will try this fruit, and they were just there. Okay, so it didn't really feel any special having to see these fruits being sold in the big cities as high prices, because it's something I even struggle to believe. Like, I go to the market, you see orange, how much is this? Oh my god, I can eat 20 of this for free. Like, seriously? Okay. And that is how the kind of environment we live in affects our view of lives and affect our view of life and the way we generally act in the midst of situations, or the way we connect with things. So, what does this whole story mean? This story has been about me and my childhood and the kind of environment I grew up in. And it's one of the tools we use as communicators, one of the tools we need to be able to implement in our conversations to really engage people, telling stories that really really resonates with the listeners, painting pictures of things that they really will be able to connect with. Now, you don't necessarily, as I always say, need to have so much words. All you've got to do is to be able to describe what you have in your mind, what you have on your mind, and what you really want to say, and just go ahead and say it. You make mistake, that's fine. You learn. So, I hope this video on storytelling kind of clicks with you, but it truly is a true story of my community when I was growing up. But now, sadly, the whole place has changed. Now, you don't really see the spring water coming out in all directions from the ground. During the rainy season, every place looks really dry as compared to those foggy moments, and you can't see 100 meters away. It was so nice. It was cool. Most of the time you might wear sweaters, and now look at me here in this hot space sweating. But if you'd like to see more on how you can really narrate your stories in such a way that it resonates with your audience in a persuasive way to them, kindly check out that video, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye for now.